Good morning, everyone. This is lecture number 26 of Engineering Thermodynamics. Today we are going to start unit number 4. In unit number 4, there are two parts. First is properties of pure substance, and second is thermodynamics of vapor cycle. Actually, second part is the extension of first part. In first part, we will see generation of steam, various properties of steam, phases of water, and then Rankine cycle, steam power plant efficiency. Second part is the extension of first. Means if you don't understand first part, we can't solve second part because numerical will be based on first and second part both. In first part, the numericals are basic numericals in which we have to calculate enthalpy, entropy, specific volume, work done, internal energy of the steam, and that concept we have to use in second part of unit 4. Let's start first part, properties of pure substance. Now what is pure substance? We have already seen pure substance. Pure substance, then perfect gas we have seen, pure substance we have seen, then real gases we have seen. Now what is a pure substance? A substance that has fixed chemical composition irrespective of a physical state throughout is called pure substance. A substance that has a fixed chemical composition. Consider a substance, it has a fixed chemical composition irrespective of its physical state. Physical state means it may be in a liquid state, it may be in a solid state, it may be in gaseous state. Means for the pure substance, its phase doesn't matter. It may be any phase, it may be liquid, solid, or gas. The condition is it should have a fixed chemical composition throughout the substance. Consider a water. Water in liquid state, in solid state, in gaseous state consists of the same chemical composition, that is H2O. Ice, composition of chemical formula of ice is H2O. Chemical formula of water, liquid water, H2O, and chemical formula of steam, that is gaseous form of water, is again H2O. Chemical composition is throughout same. Chemical composition is throughout same. Only difference in the phase. Even though there is a difference in a phase, chemical composition is same. Therefore, it is a pure substance. Example of pure substance are water. Water may be in any state, maybe in ice form, maybe in water form, maybe in steam form, or the gases. Maybe steam form is a gas form. The composition is same. Therefore, water is a pure substance. Then nitrogen. Nitrogen may be solid, liquid, or gaseous form. Helium, carbon dioxide. A pure substance can be made of more than one chemical element or compound. Just like water. Water is made up of two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. Means water is made up of two different components. But throughout the water, chemical composition is same. Therefore, we will call water as pure substance. Hydrogen plus oxygen gives water. Hydrogen plus chlorine gives hydrochloric acid. It doesn't mean that it has two different gases or two different substance. It is not a pure substance. If throughout substance is same, throughout compound is same, then it is called as pure substance. The chemical composition should be homogeneous or uniform throughout. The chemical composition should be throughout homogeneous. It should not be mixture of water or the steam and other gases. Should not be mixture of hydrochloric acid and other acid. The chemical structure should be uniform or homogeneous throughout. H2O in ice, water, and vapor state is still a pure substance. H2O means water in the ice form, in a liquid form, in a steam form. It is a pure substance because chemical composition is same, that is H2O throughout. Air is a mixture of gases but is still considered as a pure substance. Air is a mixture of various gases. Most of the composition of air is nitrogen, about 79% by volume, and oxygen, about 21%, or less than, slightly less than 21%, and remaining portion, or we can say 1% of the other gases. But air is considered as pure substance even though it is a mixture of various gases, and that mixture more or less remains constant. Therefore we can say the composition of air throughout is uniform. Hence we consider air as a pure substance. The mixture of ice and water. The mixture of ice and water is also pure substance because composition of ice and water is same. Even though the mixture of solid and liquid phase of the same substance, it is a pure substance. Pure substance also defined as a substance that has a fixed chemical composition throughout. Air is a mixture of several gases, but it is also considered as a pure substance. Consider a nitrogen. Throughout, it is a nitrogen gas. Therefore, it is a pure substance even though it is in a liquid state, solid state or gaseous state. Air. Air is a consist of nitrogen, oxygen and other gases. But throughout the composition is same. Therefore, air also considered as pure substance. Now, mixture of liquid water and vapor water. Liquid H2O and vapor H2O. Vapor H2O means steam and liquid H2O means water. Mixture of mixture of steam and water is also pure substance because the composition of water is H2O and steam is also H2O. But a mixture of air, mixture of gaseous air and liquid air, it is not a pure substance. Mixture of gaseous air and liquid air is not a pure substance because air is made up of different gases and liquid form of it is a different, because all gases, oxygen has different condensation temperature, nitrogen has a different condensation temperature. The liquid part may be nitrogen, may be oxygen, and the gas contains nitrogen, oxygen, argon, helium, other gases. Therefore composition of air in this case is different, and here liquid air the composition is different. Therefore it is not a homogeneous composition. Therefore mixture of liquid air and gaseous air is not a pure substance. Now phases of pure substance. First is solid. In solid, molecules in a solid are closely spaced. Very high intramolecular force exists between the molecules of this solid. In solid, you might have seen in the physics molecular structure of solid, liquid and gases. The molecules of this solid are closely spaced. There is a proper space between two molecules, and the space between two molecules is uniform throughout the solid. The intramolecular distance between molecules remains fixed and cannot become zero. There is a molecular spacing, and this spacing cannot become zero because they are properly spaced in a well mannered throughout. In solid, the molecules does not move unless and until it is heated. Position of the molecule in a solid remains fixed. The position of solid is remains fixed. They can only oscillate, vibrate about their position. As the solid is heated to sufficiently high temperature, the molecule starts oscillating. If the solid is being heated, the molecules get energized and starts vibrating or oscillating. Solid molecules overcome the intramolecular force and breaks away from each other. Solid molecules overcome the intramolecular force. When heating, if solid molecules overcome the intramolecular force and bond breaks, then it starts melting. The molecules are free to move away from their original position. This is called melting point or beginning of melting of solid. When the solid is heated, the molecules get energized. It's the molecule starts vibrating and starts moving away from each other. They come closer and moves away from each other. They starts moving about each other. This condition of solid is called melting or the beginning of melting. Now, what is steam? How steam is formed? Steam is formed by heating water to a boiling point. Steam is a gaseous form of water. Steam is a gaseous form of water. You might have seen at your home also. When we boil the water vapors starts coming out of the pot. It is a steam. Sensible heat is supplied to raise the temperature of water, and latent heat is supplied to change the phase of water to steam. In this, we have used two types of heat to convert water into steam. First heat is first heat is sensible heat and second heat is latent heat. What is sensible heat? Sensible heat is the amount of heat supplied to raise the temperature of water from 0 degree Celsius to 100 degree Celsius at atmospheric pressure. Or in other words, we can say the amount of heat supplied to raise the temperature of water from 0 degree Celsius to the boiling point. Means from 0 degree Celsius to boiling point, amount of heat is required to raise the temperature of water is called as a sensible heat. Now, at a boiling point, we need to supply sensible heat to convert water into steam. At a boiling point, it is a saturated state. At boiling point, it is a saturated state. If it is in a liquid form, it is saturated liquid. If it is in a vapor form, it is saturated vapor. To convert saturated liquid into saturated vapor, we need to supply latent heat. And conversion of water into vapor, conversion of water into steam at saturated state takes place at constant temperature. At atmospheric pressure, saturation temperature of water is 100 degrees Celsius and saturation temperature of vapor is also 100 degrees Celsius. Means water converts from liquid state to vapor state at 100 degrees Celsius. Application of steam. Steam is used to convert heat energy into mechanical work. You might have seen in the thermal power plant when steam is strikes on the turbine blade, turbines rotates and the shaft of the turbine is connected to the generator which generates the electricity. Means in thermal power plant, first heat energy of a steam is converted into mechanical energy, that is rotation of turbine, and the mechanical energy of the turbine is converted into electrical energy with the help of generator. Steam is used to produce electrical energy in the thermal power plant. Steam is used to run steam engines. I don't know if you have seen or not. In old days, or the first train is steam train. It is called as a steam engine or a locomotive. The train was based uh, the, the train was running on the principle of steam generation. The water was converted into steam with the help of coal, just like in a power plant, and that steam was used to run the train, that is the locomotive. Steam is used for space heating. Steam is also used for space heating. Utilizing the heat of steam for space heating, Steam is used to humidify dry air. Steam is used to humidify dry air. Steam is used in industries for heating purposes. Examples: milk heating in a milk processing industry, yarn drying in textile industries, etc. Now, other phases of H2O are liquid, that is water state. Molecules in the liquid are closely spaced but more than solid. In solid state, liquid are closely spaced. In liquid state also, molecules are closely spaced but more than solid because they can move from each other. They can move away from each other. High intramolecular force exists between the molecules of the liquid but less than or weaker than that of solid. The intramolecular force is more but less than solid. Molecules in liquids are not fixed but they can rotate and translate freely. Molecules of liquid can move around each other and the position of the molecule is not fixed like in the solid. Position of molecule in the solid remains fixed. They can only oscillate, vibrate about their position when it is being heated. As the liquid is heated to sufficiently high temperature, as the liquid is heated, like water is heated sufficiently high temperature, then it convert into vapor. Molecules start moving within liquid at higher velocities. Liquid molecules overcome the intramolecular force and escape from liquid surface into surrounding. When water is being boiled, the water molecules moves away from the liquid surface and come out of the liquid surface and enter into the surrounding, that is gases. Means it has been converted into gas or vapor. Molecules are free to move away from their original position. The gases form molecules can move away from each other with very high energy. This is called as a boiling point or vaporization. This is called as a boiling point or a vaporization. When the liquid is heated up to a boiling temperature, up to a boiling point, then liquid molecule starts moving from liquid surface to the surrounding. Next phase is gaseous phase, that is vapor, or we can say steam in case of water. The molecules are far apart from each other and molecular order is not exist. Molecules are far apart from each other. They are not closely spaced now. They are not closely spaced. They are away from each other and their position is non-existent. Their position is non-existent. Gas molecules move randomly, continuously, colliding with each other and walls of the container. If the gas is stored in a container, their molecules collide with each other and container of the wall of the container. At low densities, intramolecular force are very small. At low density, intramolecular force are very small. At low density means they are at high temperature and the molecules are far away from each other. Since they are very far away from each other, the intermolecular force is not exist there. Gas molecules are considerably at high energy level than the liquid or solid. As the temperature increases, the energy of the molecule increases. At solid state, consider ice. It is at very low temperature, therefore it possesses the molecule of the ice possesses very low energy. When it is being heated, ice converted into liquid and liquid has temperature more than the ice. Therefore, molecule possess more energy. Molecules of liquid possess more energy than the solid. When the liquid is heated, it convert into vapor. It means vapor has high temperature. Therefore, molecules of vapor possess high temperature, high energy. Hence, gas has to release a large amount of energy before condensing or freezing. When the vapor convert into liquid, it has to condense. While condensing, it release latent heat. When the liquid is again condensed, it convert into ice. While this process is called as a freezing. While freezing, it release latent heat. Here we can see the molecular structure of solid. All molecules, this pink part, pink ball, are the molecules, and they are properly spaced. They are properly spaced, closely spaced with each other. And the between two molecules there is a spring. Spring shows there is a intramolecular force. Spring shows there is a intramolecular force. Intramolecular force is shown by helical lines. The molecule in the solid are kept at their position by the large spring-like intermolecular force. In solid, the attractive and the repulsive forces between the molecules tend to maintain them relatively constant distance from each other. This molecular intramolecular force tend to maintain the position of molecule fixed from each other. The figure A shows molecular structure of solid, figure B shows molecular structure of liquid, and figure C shows molecular structure of gas or the vapor. In first figure, figure A, the molecules are closely spaced and they are equidistant from each other. Every molecules are equidistant from each other and their position is fixed. When solid is being heated, as the temperature increases, molecule starts vibrating and they move away from each other. But it is not moving so much away from each other. It has to retain their molecular force. Therefore, in molecules you can see the vectors that attracting towards each other and moving away from each other. They maintain the level or the boundary. But when liquid is again heated to its boiling point, molecule starts moving or leaving the liquid surface and entering into the surrounding. And the intramolecular force between molecules does not exist. Now here you can see in the third figure in C, there is no intramolecular force between the molecules. Molecules are moving away from each other and they are moving randomly. Why steam is used? Steam is an efficient heat transfer medium. Steam can be easily controlled to generate the power. Steam system for many different applications. These are the reason why we use steam. Introduction of steam. We will see this part in the next lecture.